Your mindset determines your success. Cultivate a winner's mindset every day. Success is a product of hard work, perseverance, and a mindset that never quits. A winner is not someone who never fails, but someone who never gives up. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always win, no matter what obstacles come their way? What's different about them? It's not because they have some secret, it's the way they think. The truth is, the mindset of a winner is something anyone can develop with the right focus and discipline. In this video, we'll break down the key qualities that make up the mindset of a true winner. How do they stay focused even when things get tough? How do they keep pushing forward when everyone else gives up? How do they turn failures into powerful lessons that help them grow? If you've ever wanted to know how to develop that unshakable confidence, stay disciplined no matter what, and achieve your goals with clarity and purpose, then you're in the right place. I'm going to show you exactly what it takes to build a winner's mindset, one that will keep you going even when things feel impossible. By the end of this video, you'll understand what separates winners from everyone else, and how you can apply the same principles to your own life to achieve lasting success. Stick with me, because this could be the game changer you've been waiting for. Let's dive in. Number 1, develop an unshakable belief in your ability to win. Success is not about luck. It's about having a mindset that pushes you to succeed, no matter the challenges. When you develop an unshakable belief in your ability to win, nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you. This belief is not just something you think about occasionally, or something that fades when you face difficulties. It is a deep-rooted conviction that stays with you every single day, guiding you through obstacles, challenges, and setbacks. Belief in yourself is the first thing you must master if you want to succeed. This belief does not come from external validation. It doesn't come from waiting for people to tell you that you're good enough. It comes from within. It's about standing tall and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, "I believe in you. I believe you can do this." It's that simple. If you want to get ahead, you must start with the firm belief that you can. No one else can do that for you. What happens when you truly believe in your ability to win is that you stop seeing obstacles as permanent roadblocks. Instead, you see them as temporary challenges that can be overcome. This shift in perspective is what allows you to stay strong and resilient, even when the journey gets tough. When things aren't going your way, most people are quick to quit or give up. But a winner knows that this is just a moment in time. A winner believes that whatever the issue is, it can be solved, it can be overcome. And when you believe that you can overcome it, you start looking for solutions, not excuses. When you believe in yourself, you stop letting the opinions of others dictate your path. It doesn't matter if people doubt you. It doesn't matter if they think you're not good enough, or that your goals are too big. If you have a strong belief in yourself, you won't be swayed by external voices. You will make decisions based on your own values, your own vision for your life, and your own understanding of what's possible. Your belief in yourself also has to be bigger than any fear you might face. Fear is natural. Everyone feels it at some point. But fear doesn't have to control you. When you believe that you can win, you learn to act despite your fear. You don't wait for the fear to go away, because it never will. Instead, you acknowledge it, but you keep moving forward. You understand that fear is just a feeling, and feelings don't have to determine your actions. Winners feel the fear, but they don't let it hold them back. The more you believe in your ability to win, the more confident you become. Confidence grows with each action you take, with each success you achieve, and with each lesson you learn. This confidence becomes a self-reinforcing cycle. As you see yourself winning, even in small ways, your belief in yourself strengthens. And that belief gives you the courage to take on bigger challenges. As you continue to grow and achieve, your confidence reaches new heights, and with it, your belief in your ability to win. There is also an important aspect of belief that people often overlook, and that's the belief that you deserve to win. Many people struggle with this. They think they're not worthy of success, or that they don't deserve the good things that come their way. But that kind of thinking is limiting. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of reaching your goals. You have the potential to achieve greatness. And the moment you truly believe this is the moment your life begins to change. You can only achieve as much as you believe you deserve. So embrace the belief that you are deserving of all the success, happiness, and wealth that you seek. When you believe in your ability to win, you also accept that the road to success is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments of failure, and moments when everything seems to be going wrong. But winners know that these moments are not the end. They are just part of the process. They know that every setback is a lesson and an opportunity to grow. They know that their belief in themselves will carry them through these times, and that each failure brings them one step closer to their success. One of the most important things to realize is that belief is not static. It's not something you develop once and then forget about. It's something you have to continuously nurture. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned, but the moment you stop believing in yourself, you stop moving forward. So you must constantly remind yourself of what you are capable of. You must speak positively to yourself and tell yourself that you are capable of achieving your dreams. And most importantly, you must keep taking action, even when you don't feel like it, because action reinforces belief. When you act with belief, you create momentum. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in life. It's easy to get stuck, to feel like you're not making any progress. But when you take consistent action, even small steps, you start building momentum. And that momentum will keep you moving forward, even when the going gets tough. Each action you take, no matter how small, strengthens your belief and creates a ripple effect that leads to greater success. But you have to stay committed. Winners are committed to their goals, and they understand that commitment means staying the course, even when things get tough. The difference between winners and losers is not that winners don't face challenges. They do. The difference is that winners don't quit. They understand that success takes time, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals. This commitment also involves consistency. Success is not something that happens overnight. It's the result of consistent, persistent effort. When you believe in your ability to win, you commit to taking action every single day, no matter how you feel. Consistency in your actions, whether it's working on your business, studying for your degree, or improving your health, is what creates the results you want. Winners don't just work hard when it's convenient. They work hard every single day. No matter what, they stay consistent, because they believe in the outcome, even when the results aren't immediately visible. The belief that you can win also means that you trust the process. When you know that success is a journey, not a destination, you begin to see every step as important. Each step you take, even if it feels small or insignificant at the time, is moving you closer to your goal. This belief helps you stay patient. It helps you resist the urge to rush through the process. It helps you stay focused on the long-term picture, instead of getting discouraged by short-term setbacks. Winners know that success is built over time, and they are willing to trust the process, no matter how long it takes. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of developing belief in your ability to win is that it changes the way you see the world. When you believe that you can succeed, you start to see opportunities where others see problems. You start to recognize potential in situations where others only see challenges. Your perspective changes. You stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and start feeling like a creator of your future. You realize that you have the power to shape your life with the decisions you make and the actions you take. So if you want to win, if you want to succeed at the highest level, start with belief. Develop an unshakable belief in yourself. Trust in your abilities. Believe that you deserve success. And remember that belief is something you build every day. It's not something that's given to you. It's something that you create through action, consistency, and commitment. When you believe in yourself, you give yourself the power to overcome any obstacle, to rise above any challenge, and to achieve any goal. The world is yours, but it starts with your belief in your ability to win. Number 2, stay focused on your goals, no matter what happens. To truly succeed in life, you must stay focused on your goals, regardless of the challenges, distractions, or setbacks you may encounter along the way. Focus is not just about keeping your attention on your goals. It's about aligning your actions, your thoughts, and your emotions with your desired outcome. It's easy to get sidetracked, to lose sight of the bigger picture, especially when things get tough. But winners know that the key to success lies in staying committed to their vision, no matter what happens. When you set a goal, it's like planting a seed. At first it may feel small, and you may wonder if it will ever grow. But the key is not to lose sight of that seed, and to nurture it every day. Whether you see progress immediately or not, the belief that it will grow is what sustains you. Focus on the goal, not on the obstacles or the challenges you encounter. The challenges will come. There will be moments of doubt, moments of struggle, and times when things don't go as planned. But if you remain focused, you'll find a way to push through, to adapt, and to continue moving forward. Staying focused means avoiding distractions. Life is filled with distractions, and if you're not careful, you'll find yourself constantly pulled in different directions. People, situations, social media, and countless other distractions can make it hard to stay on track. But winners understand that focus requires discipline. It requires saying no to things that don't align with your goals. It requires setting boundaries and sticking to them. When you allow distractions to control your time and attention, you take away precious moments that could be spent moving closer to your goals. One of the biggest distractions people face is their own self-doubt. When things aren't going as planned, it's easy to start questioning whether you're on the right path. But self-doubt only leads you further away from your goals. Winners don't let self-doubt take control of their mindset. They stay focused on their goals, even when they don't see immediate results. Instead of questioning their abilities, they reaffirm their commitment to their goals and take action. It's important to understand that staying focused doesn't mean ignoring everything else in life. It doesn't mean being so single-minded that you neglect relationships, health, or other important aspects of life. Staying focused on your goals means making deliberate decisions about where to invest your time and energy. It means understanding that every action you take is either moving you closer to or further away from your goal. You have to be conscious of how you spend your time. If an activity doesn't bring you closer to your goal, it's a distraction. By choosing where to focus your time and energy, you ensure that your actions align with your aspirations. The road to success is rarely a straight line. You will encounter unexpected obstacles, challenges, and detours. These are inevitable, but how you respond to them makes all the difference. It's easy to get frustrated or discouraged when things don't go according to plan. But winners stay focused even in the face of adversity. They don't let setbacks define their journey. Instead, they use those setbacks as fuel to keep moving forward. When things get tough, they remind themselves why they started in the first place. They reconnect with their goals and use their determination to push through. One key aspect of staying focused on your goals is learning to prioritize. You need to know what matters most to you and make sure that you are dedicating enough time and energy to the things that align with your goals. This requires a certain level of awareness about how you're spending your time. Are you spending hours on activities that don't contribute to your growth? Are you allowing other people's agendas to take priority over your own? To stay focused, you must evaluate where you're putting your energy and make adjustments accordingly. If something is not helping you get closer to your goal, it's time to reconsider whether it's worth your time. Staying focused also requires a willingness to make sacrifices. The reality is, achieving your goals often requires giving up certain things in the short term. It may mean saying no to social events, staying up late to work on a project, or skipping a vacation to focus on your business. Success is about making choices that bring you closer to your goals. And while these sacrifices may feel difficult in the moment, they are temporary. The rewards you reap in the long run will make those sacrifices worthwhile. Remember that success is not an overnight event. It is a result of consistent effort, discipline, and focus. Another powerful tool for staying focused is creating a routine. Successful people don't leave their goals to chance. They develop daily habits that support their vision and make progress each day. A well-established routine helps keep you on track, even when you don't feel motivated. It takes away the decision-making process, which can be a distraction in itself. When you have a clear plan and a structured routine,
You eliminate the mental clutter and allow yourself to stay focused on what matters most. One of the most important ways to stay focused is to track your progress. When you see the progress you're making, no matter how small, it reinforces your commitment to the goal. It shows you that your efforts are not in vain. It reminds you that every step you take, even the small ones, is bringing you closer to your desired outcome. Tracking your progress also helps you identify areas where you need to improve and make necessary adjustments. It gives you a sense of accomplishment and keeps you motivated to continue moving forward. Staying focused requires resilience. There will be moments when you want to quit, when everything seems to be going wrong, and when the finish line feels far away. But resilience is what separates the winners from the losers. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after failure, to keep going after setbacks, and to stay focused even when the going gets tough. When you face adversity, don't give up on your dreams. Use that adversity to fuel your determination to succeed. Keep your eyes on your goals, and keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. You also have to remind yourself that the road to success is a marathon, not a sprint. Staying focused on your goals means understanding that success doesn't happen in an instant. It's the result of consistent, deliberate action over time. The temptation to rush or take shortcuts is always present, but it's important to stay committed to the process. Trust that every step you take, even when it feels slow, is moving you closer to your goal. Trust that the journey is just as important as the destination.
Part of staying focused also means learning to stay positive. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going well, but a positive mindset can keep you moving forward. When you encounter obstacles, don't focus on the problem. Focus on the solution. When things don't go as planned, don't let it derail you. Use it as an opportunity to learn, adjust, and grow. Winners maintain a positive attitude because they know that attitude is everything. A positive mindset helps you stay focused, motivated, and resilient, even in the face of difficulties. Staying focused on your goals also requires surrounding yourself with the right people. The people you spend time with can either lift you up or pull you down. If you surround yourself with people who are negative or unsupportive, it becomes harder to stay focused on your goals. You need to be around people who encourage you, who share your vision, and who inspire you to keep going. The right people can help you stay accountable and keep your focus sharp. Ultimately, staying focused on your goals is about making a commitment to yourself. It's about understanding that you are the one responsible for your success. No one else can do it for you. You must decide every single day to stay committed to your vision. You must remind yourself why you started, and you must keep moving forward, no matter what happens. The road to success will not always be easy, but if you stay focused on your goals, you will reach your destination. And when you do, you'll realize that the journey, the challenges, and the setbacks were all part of what made the success so rewarding. Number 3, train your mind to stay strong in tough times. Moments when you feel like everything is falling apart. Challenges will come, and they will test your strength. However, the difference between those who succeed and those who fail often lies in their ability to remain strong, mentally and emotionally during these difficult times. The key is training your mind to withstand the pressure, to rise above the adversity, and to push forward when everything inside of you is screaming to quit. Your mindset in these moments determines your success. To be a winner, you must train your mind to stay strong, even when things are tough. The first step in training your mind for tough times is understanding that life's challenges are inevitable. You can't avoid them. Everyone faces obstacles, setbacks, and difficulties. But it's how you respond to these challenges that matters. Winners don't shy away from adversity. They face it head on. They don't allow circumstances to dictate their emotions or their actions. Instead, they choose to control their thoughts and their responses. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you choose to react. To stay strong in tough times, it's important to have a clear sense of purpose. When life gets difficult, it's easy to lose sight of why you started in the first place. You may feel overwhelmed by the weight of your problems, but when you have a strong sense of purpose, it anchors you. It gives you something to hold on to when the storm is raging. Your purpose is the reason you keep going, even when things aren't going your way. It's the fuel that keeps your mind focused on what really matters. The second step is to build mental toughness through practice. Mental toughness doesn't come naturally to everyone. It's a skill that must be developed and strengthened over time. Just like you would train your body to lift heavier weights, you need to train your mind to handle tougher situations. This means putting yourself in situations where you feel challenged, uncomfortable, and stretched. You need to step out of your comfort zone and face difficulties head on. It's easy to want to avoid discomfort, but growth happens when you push through those moments. One of the best ways to build mental strength is by facing small challenges every day. When you overcome small obstacles, you build confidence in your ability to handle larger ones. Every small victory strengthens your resolve and teaches your mind that it's capable of handling adversity. It's the daily practice of pushing through that gradually builds resilience. If you never challenge yourself, your mind won't have the opportunity to grow stronger. Another critical aspect of mental toughness is maintaining control over your emotions. In tough times, emotions can overwhelm you. Fear, doubt, frustration, and anger can cloud your judgment and prevent you from thinking clearly. But winners know that their emotions are not their masters. They are the masters of their emotions. When you train your mind to stay calm and focused, even in the midst of chaos, you give yourself the power to make rational decisions. You don't allow fear to control your actions, and you don't let frustration push you into making impulsive choices. It's also important to develop a positive mindset, especially in challenging times. When things go wrong, it's easy to slip into negativity, but negative thinking only makes things worse. When you train your mind to stay positive, even in the face of adversity, you maintain a sense of hope. A positive mindset allows you to see solutions instead of problems. It keeps you moving forward, even when the path ahead seems unclear. You may not be able to control your circumstances, but you can control your thoughts. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties you're facing. It means choosing to focus on the possibilities rather than the obstacles. Another powerful tool for training your mind is developing a habit of gratitude. When you're going through tough times, it's easy to focus on everything that's going wrong. But when you practice gratitude, you shift your focus to what's going right. Gratitude doesn't diminish the difficulty of your situation, but it does change your perspective. It reminds you of the blessings in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude helps you stay grounded and keeps you from feeling overwhelmed by everything that's not going well. It trains your mind to find the good, even in the midst of hardship. One of the most important elements of staying strong during tough times is learning how to manage stress. Stress is inevitable, but how you deal with it is within your control. When you train your mind to stay calm and collected under pressure, you build the mental resilience needed to navigate life's challenges. There are many ways to manage stress, such as practicing mindfulness, deep breathing, and meditation. These practices help quiet your mind and allow you to think clearly, even in the most stressful situations. It's essential to take care of your mental health, especially when times are tough. You cannot perform at your best if you're constantly stressed out. Your mindset also plays a critical role in how you view failure. Failure is an inevitable part of life. Everyone experiences it at some point. But how you view failure will determine how you respond to it. If you view failure as the end, as something to be feared, it will hold you back. But if you view failure as a learning opportunity, a stepping stone on the path to success, you will be able to bounce back stronger. Winners don't let failure define them. They let it teach them. They learn from their mistakes and use that knowledge to improve. Another key to staying strong in tough times is having a support system. While it's important to train your mind to be resilient, you don't have to do it alone. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who believe in you, and who support your growth. When times get tough, having a support system can make all the difference. These people can offer encouragement, perspective, and help you stay focused on your goals. They can remind you of your strength when you forget it. You must also learn to take care of your body. Your physical health is closely tied to your mental health. When you're physically strong, you're better equipped to handle mental and emotional stress. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep are essential for maintaining a healthy mind. When you neglect your body, your mind becomes weaker. But when you take care of yourself physically, you give yourself the energy and strength to face whatever challenges come your way. When you're facing tough times, it's easy to feel like you're alone in your struggles. But remember, everyone faces challenges, even those who seem to have it all together. The key is how you deal with those challenges. Winners don't let tough times defeat them. They let them fuel their fire. They don't let adversity break them. They let it shape them into something stronger. By training your mind to stay strong in tough times, you empower yourself to face any challenge with confidence and resilience. Lastly, training your mind to stay strong requires patience. You won't become mentally tough overnight. It's a continuous process, and you must be patient with yourself as you grow. Each day you will get a little stronger, a little more resilient, and a little more capable of handling life's challenges. The more you train your mind, the easier it will become to handle adversity. And the stronger you become, the more capable you will be of achieving your goals, no matter what obstacles you face. Number 4, turn every failure into a powerful lesson for growth. Failure is one of the most misunderstood aspects of life. In the eyes of many, failure is something to avoid, something to fear. People go through their lives trying to stay away from failure, hoping to never experience the pain of falling short. But in reality, failure is not an obstacle. It's a stepping stone. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning of a new opportunity for growth. It is one of the most powerful tools for self-improvement. And when you learn how to turn every failure into a lesson, you unlock the door to success. In every failure, there is something to learn. Every mistake, every misstep, holds a lesson if you are willing to take the time to look for it. The difference between successful people and those who struggle is their ability to learn from failure. Instead of allowing failure to defeat them, winners use it as fuel to improve. They don't blame external circumstances or make excuses. They don't let failure define them. Instead, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? What can I do better next time? When you fail, it's essential to take a step back and analyze what went wrong. Understand the reasons behind the failure, and look for the valuable lessons hidden within the experience. Ask yourself questions like, did I give it my best effort? Was there something I could have done differently? Did I skip any important steps? What knowledge or skills do I need to improve? This process of reflection is crucial because it allows you to turn failure into growth. The key to using failure as a lesson is to avoid getting emotionally caught up in it. It's easy to feel angry, frustrated, or disappointed when things don't go as planned. You may feel like you've let yourself down, or that you're not good enough. But emotions like these only cloud your judgment and prevent you from learning from the experience. Instead of letting failure trigger negative emotions, take a step back, breathe, and look at the situation objectively. See the failure for what it is, a chance to learn and grow. Every failure teaches you something important. Sometimes it teaches you what doesn't work, helping you refine your approach and strategy. Sometimes it teaches you patience, resilience, and determination. At other times, it might teach you to be more disciplined or to pay more attention to details. The lessons from failure can be many, and the more you learn from them, the more powerful they become. Instead of allowing failure to knock you down, let it build you up. One of the most valuable things failure teaches you is perseverance. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process of success. When you fail, it means you tried. And when you fail and get back up again, it means you are moving closer to your goal. Every failure makes you stronger, more resilient, and more capable. It's easy to keep going when things are going well, but the true test of your character is how you respond when things go wrong. When you fail, it's important not to give up on your goals or dreams. Instead, recommit to your vision and push forward with even greater determination. Success doesn't come from never failing. It comes from continuing to move forward despite failure. The people who achieve great things aren't the ones who never stumble. They are the ones who refuse to stay down after they fall. They get up, learn from the failure, and try again. A powerful way to turn failure into growth is to change your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a setback, see it as an opportunity to grow. Understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth or your abilities.
It is simply feedback. It tells you what worked and what didn't. It shows you where to improve and how to adjust your approach. When you change your perspective on failure, it no longer has the power to hurt you. Instead, it becomes a valuable teacher. Another way to make failure work for you is by taking responsibility. Don't point fingers at others or blame external circumstances. Take ownership of your actions and decisions. When you own your failure, you give yourself the power to change it. You have the ability to learn from your mistakes and make better choices in the future. Taking responsibility for your failures is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that you are willing to take control of your life and your success. It's also important to remember that failure doesn't define you. It's just a moment in time. Everyone fails. Everyone has moments where things don't go as planned. But it's how you respond to those moments that matters. Don't let a single failure or a series of failures convince you that you're incapable or not cut out for success. Failure is simply a part of the process. It's temporary, and it does not define your future.
A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. People with a growth mindset view failure as a natural part of the learning process. They don't see it as a sign of weakness or inability. They see it as an opportunity to improve and grow. With a growth mindset, failure becomes a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Sometimes when we fail, it's easy to feel like we're not good enough. We may compare ourselves to others and feel like we don't measure up. But comparing yourself to others only distracts you from your own path. Everyone has their own journey, and everyone faces their own challenges. Focus on your own progress and growth. Don't let the success of others discourage you. Instead, let it inspire you. Learn from those who have succeeded and use their experiences as a guide for your own growth. Persistence is the ability to keep going despite setbacks and difficulties. When you fail, don't give up. Instead, persist. Keep trying, keep learning, keep growing. Persistence is what separates the winners from the losers. It's the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who give up along the way. When you persist through failure, you gain confidence in your abilities. You prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming obstacles and that you have the resilience to keep going. Every time you pick yourself up after a failure, you build a little more confidence. And with each success, no matter how small, you strengthen your belief in yourself. The more you embrace failure as a part of your journey, the more resilient you become. Failure will no longer scare you or hold you back. Instead, it will become a tool that you use to grow and improve. With every failure, you gain knowledge, experience, and the strength to keep going. Number 5. Commit to daily self-improvement without any distractions. Self-improvement is not a one-time event. It's a continuous journey. Every day presents an opportunity for you to become a better version of yourself. But here's the key. You must commit to that improvement every single day, without distractions. Without commitment, without consistency, the progress you seek will be just out of reach. It's about making the decision to dedicate yourself fully to becoming the best version of yourself and then staying disciplined enough to make that decision a daily habit. To commit to daily self-improvement means choosing to take responsibility for your own growth. It means being proactive about your future and investing in your skills, mindset, and habits. It's a choice to not wait for the right time, but to start right now. No more putting things off, no more procrastination, no more excuses. The time is now, and the path to a better you starts with one simple decision: commit to self-improvement every day. Distractions are everywhere, and they are one of the biggest barriers to personal growth. The world is filled with noise, social media, television, news, people who pull you in different directions. They all have one thing in common: they try to take your focus away from what really matters. They offer you short-term gratification, but at the cost of long-term fulfillment and growth. The truth is, distractions are the enemy of progress. If you're serious about improving yourself, you must learn to remove distractions from your daily life. This is not always easy, but it's necessary. If you want to grow, you must prioritize your time, your energy, and your focus. In the world we live in, the distractions can be overwhelming. Notifications constantly pop up on your phone, people are constantly pulling for your attention, and the pressure to keep up with everything around you can be intense. But if you allow yourself to be constantly distracted, you'll never achieve anything of real value. Time slips away, and you realize that nothing meaningful has been accomplished. The more distractions you allow, the further away your goals become. That's why commitment is crucial. Commitment means setting your priorities straight. It means identifying what matters most to you, your goals, your values, your dreams, and making them your focus. It's about deciding that the work you do on yourself is more important than the temporary pleasure that distractions offer. When you are committed to your daily self-improvement, distractions lose their power over you. They no longer control your attention, your time, or your energy. A key part of committing to self-improvement is creating a routine that aligns with your goals. Routine brings consistency, and consistency is the backbone of progress. It's easy to get excited about self-improvement for a few days, but without a routine, that excitement fades. The key to lasting change is showing up every day, doing the work, and sticking to your plan. This doesn't mean that every day will be perfect or that you'll always feel motivated, but it means you've made a commitment to show up, regardless of how you feel. If you're serious about making real progress, then you must commit to doing the little things every day that will bring you closer to your goals. It could be reading for 30 minutes every day to improve your knowledge. It could be exercising for 20 minutes to strengthen your body. It could be journaling to clarify your thoughts and emotions. Or it could be spending time in reflection to improve your mindset. Whatever it is, commit to doing it every single day without exception. Even on days when you feel tired, when you feel frustrated, or when you feel like nothing is working, keep going. Remember, consistency is key. Self-improvement is also about taking ownership of your actions. It's easy to blame external factors when things don't go as planned. But when you commit to daily self-improvement, you stop making excuses. You take full responsibility for your progress. You understand that the results you get are the result of the choices you make. You cannot control every situation, but you can control how you respond to them. You can choose to grow, choose to learn, and choose to improve. That's what commitment to self-improvement looks like: owning your decisions and taking responsibility for your growth. One of the most powerful ways to stay committed to self-improvement is by setting clear, specific goals. Goals provide direction, focus, and purpose. Without clear goals, it's easy to become distracted or lose sight of your progress. Goals give you a reason to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. They remind you of the bigger picture and help you stay motivated when times get tough. But your goals must be meaningful to you. They must be aligned with your values, your vision for your life, and your passions. When your goals are meaningful, they become a driving force that keeps you focused and committed. But commitment is not just about what you do on the outside. It's also about what's going on inside. Your mindset is a crucial part of self-improvement. If you want to improve, you must first believe that you are capable of improving. If you don't believe that growth is possible for you, then nothing will ever change. Your belief in yourself is the foundation upon which all of your progress is built. Without a belief in your ability to improve, you will never push yourself to reach new heights. One of the most powerful ways to build your belief in yourself is through small wins. Every time you show up, every time you make progress, no matter how small, you build confidence in your ability to improve. The more you show up consistently, the more you start to believe that you are capable of achieving your goals. Each small win gives you the momentum you need to keep going. Eventually, those small wins compound and lead to big results. Another important aspect of daily self-improvement is the people you surround yourself with. The people in your life can either support or hinder your growth. If you surround yourself with negative, unmotivated people, it will be much harder to stay committed to your own growth. But if you surround yourself with like-minded, driven individuals who encourage you to be your best, you will naturally elevate your own standards. You will be motivated to push yourself further and keep improving. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you, and who inspire you to be better every day. Committing to daily self-improvement also means committing to being patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow and steady process. There will be setbacks, challenges, and times when you want to give up. But remember, the most important thing is to keep going. Don't rush the process. Trust in the journey, and know that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Be kind to yourself, and celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental it seems. At the same time, committing to self-improvement requires a sense of urgency. Time doesn't stand still. Every day you waste is a day you could have spent growing, learning, and improving. It's easy to get complacent and think that there will always be tomorrow, but tomorrow isn't guaranteed. If you want to become the best version of yourself, you need to act now. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstances. Start where you are, with what you have, and make the most of today. It's easy to get distracted by the noise of the world. It's easy to get pulled in different directions and lose sight of your goals. But if you're serious about self-improvement, you have to learn to block out the distractions. You need to make the choice every day to focus on what matters most and to stay true to your path. Number 6, stay disciplined and do what must be done always. Staying disciplined and doing what must be done, regardless of circumstances, is one of the defining traits of winners. It's what separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. It's easy to say, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'll wait until I feel like it." But those who are disciplined know that the key to success is doing what must be done, even when it's difficult, inconvenient, or uncomfortable. They don't let their emotions, excuses, or outside distractions dictate their actions. They stay focused on the task, and they do it no matter what. Discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you develop. It's a habit that you can cultivate every day. And just like any other habit, it requires effort, consistency, and commitment. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. The more you do the things that you need to do, the more they become a part of who you are. It's not about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about choosing to do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. One of the most important things you can do is to develop a routine. When you have a routine, it's easier to stay disciplined because you don't have to think about what you need to do next. The tasks are already laid out, and you simply follow through. A routine keeps you focused and helps you build momentum. Without a routine, it's easy to get distracted, overwhelmed, or stuck in a cycle of procrastination. You may think you don't have time or energy to do what needs to be done, but the reality is that the things you need to do are often the most important ones. They're the ones that move you closer to your goals. The key to staying disciplined is making the decision to follow through with your plans, even when things get tough. There will be days when you don't feel like working. There will be days when you feel like quitting. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that the successful ones keep going. They push through the discomfort, the self-doubt, and the obstacles that get in their way. They know that every small effort counts. They understand that discipline is not about doing everything perfectly, but about doing what needs to be done consistently. A crucial part of staying disciplined is knowing your why. Your reason for doing what you do will give you the motivation you need to stay on track, even when things are difficult. If you don't have a strong reason for your actions, it will be easy to give up when the going gets tough. But when you have a clear vision of your goals and the reasons behind them, it's easier to stay focused and stay disciplined. Your why gives you purpose and helps you stay connected to your bigger vision.
It's also essential to avoid getting caught up in perfectionism. Many people don't take action because they're afraid of not doing something perfectly. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion. You will never do everything perfectly, and that's okay. What matters is that you do something. It's the small, consistent actions that lead to big results. If you focus on progress, not perfection, you'll be able to maintain discipline without getting discouraged. To stay disciplined, you also need to learn how to handle distractions. Distractions are everywhere, and they can easily derail your efforts. It's easy to be pulled away by social media, email notifications, or other people's demands. But staying disciplined means knowing when to say no to distractions and stay focused on what really matters. You have to set boundaries and guard your time fiercely. It's about choosing to spend your time wisely and only focusing on the things that bring you closer to your goals. Another important aspect of discipline is learning to overcome resistance. Resistance is that inner voice that tells you to quit, to take the easy way out, or to procrastinate. It's that feeling of discomfort when you're about to do something that requires effort or focus. Discipline is about pushing through that resistance and taking action anyway. You don't wait for the resistance to go away. You learn how to take action despite it. The more you face resistance and keep going, the more disciplined you become. One of the most effective ways to stay disciplined is to track your progress. When you can see how much you've accomplished, it's easier to stay motivated and continue doing what must be done. Tracking your progress gives you a sense of achievement and helps you stay accountable. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results, but tracking your progress keeps you focused on the long-term picture. It reminds you that the work you're doing is leading somewhere, even if you don't see the full results right away. It's also important to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. Discipline doesn't mean being hard on yourself all the time. It means recognizing your progress and rewarding yourself for your hard work. Celebrating your achievements boosts your morale and keeps you motivated to keep going. It's about acknowledging your efforts and recognizing that every step forward is a victory. As you develop your discipline, it's also important to remain adaptable. There will be times when your plans don't go as expected, or when obstacles arise that you didn't foresee. When this happens, you need to be flexible enough to adjust your approach and keep moving forward. Discipline doesn't mean rigidly sticking to a plan that's no longer working. It means staying focused on your goals and finding new ways to achieve them, even when things don't go as planned. Another key aspect of discipline is taking care of your body and mind. It's hard to stay disciplined when you're physically or mentally drained. Your energy and focus come from how well you take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough rest, eat nourishing foods, and engage in activities that refresh and recharge you. When you're physically and mentally sharp, it's easier to stay disciplined and keep pushing forward. Staying disciplined also means developing resilience. You'll face setbacks, disappointments, and failures along the way. These are inevitable, but discipline means not allowing those setbacks to stop you from moving forward. You don't let them define you or deter you from your path. Instead, you learn from them, grow from them, and keep pushing forward with even more determination. Resilience is about bouncing back after setbacks and continuing to do what must be done, no matter what happens. In the end, staying disciplined is about making a commitment to your own success. It's about making the decision that you will do whatever it takes to achieve your goals. It's about taking responsibility for your actions, staying focused on the task at hand, and never giving up. Discipline is the foundation upon which success is built. Without it, your dreams will remain just that, dreams. But with discipline, you'll be able to turn your goals into reality. You'll be able to push through any challenge, overcome any obstacle, and create the life you've always dreamed of. Discipline is the key that unlocks your potential. It's the force that propels you forward, even when things are tough. When you commit to staying disciplined, you're not just choosing to do what must be done. You're choosing to live the life you were meant to live. Every small effort counts. Every choice to stay disciplined brings you closer to the person you want to become. So stay disciplined and do what must be done. Always. Your future self will thank you.
Number 7, control your thoughts and never entertain negativity. Controlling your thoughts and never entertaining negativity is one of the most powerful ways you can create the life you want. Our thoughts have a tremendous influence on the direction of our lives. They shape our actions, our attitudes, and ultimately the results we get. The key to success lies in training your mind to stay focused on what you want, not on what you don't want. Your mind is like a garden. What you plant in it will grow. If you plant seeds of negativity, fear, or doubt, you will harvest a life filled with those same emotions. But if you consciously plant positive thoughts, beliefs, and affirmations, you will nurture a life of success, growth, and opportunity. The power to control your thoughts is one of the most valuable tools you possess. It is what sets successful people apart from those who struggle to achieve their dreams. It's important to understand that negativity will always be present. The world can be filled with challenges, setbacks, and uncertainty. Negative thoughts will come up, and that's a part of being human. But the key is not to entertain them, not to give them any power over your actions or emotions. The moment you entertain negativity, you allow it to dictate how you feel and what you do. Instead of letting negativity control your thoughts, you can choose to redirect your mind towards more empowering, positive thoughts. One of the first steps in controlling your thoughts is to become aware of them. Too often we allow our thoughts to control us without even realizing it. We may think that negative thoughts are just a part of who we are, or that they are beyond our control. But the truth is that you can control your thoughts if you make the conscious effort to do so. Awareness is the key to this process. The moment you become aware of a negative thought, you have the power to replace it with a more positive and empowering one. One technique that can help you control your thoughts is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is simply the act of being present in the moment and observing your thoughts without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you can step back from your thoughts and see them for what they are, just thoughts. They don't define you. They don't have to control you. You can choose which thoughts to hold on to and which to let go of. Another powerful tool in controlling your thoughts is visualization. Visualization is the process of imagining the life you want and seeing yourself as the person who has already achieved it. When you visualize your goals, you are essentially training your mind to believe that they are possible. You are rewiring your brain to see success as inevitable. The more you visualize success and focus on the positive outcomes you want, the less room there is for negativity and self-doubt. Your mind becomes focused on possibility and growth, rather than fear and limitation. Affirmations are another powerful tool for controlling your thoughts. By repeating positive statements to yourself every day, you can reprogram your mind to think more positively. Affirmations work by shifting your mindset from one of negativity and self-doubt to one of confidence and self-belief. When you say things like, "I am capable of achieving my goals," or "I am worthy of success," you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. Over time, these affirmations become ingrained in your thought patterns, and your mind starts to believe them as truth. It's also important to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the environment you create all have an impact on your thoughts. If you are constantly around people who are negative, pessimistic, or critical, it will be much harder to control your thoughts. But if you surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, you will naturally gravitate towards more positive and empowering thoughts. Make sure the content you consume, whether it's books, podcasts, or social media, is aligned with your goals and aspirations. If you feed your mind with negativity, you will struggle to stay positive. But if you fill your mind with inspiration, motivation, and positivity, your thoughts will naturally reflect that. Another critical factor in controlling your thoughts is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of focusing on the things you are thankful for, no matter how big or small. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from what's wrong or lacking in your life and towards what's going right. Gratitude helps you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than scarcity, and positivity rather than negativity. When you are grateful for what you have, your thoughts are automatically more positive, and your mindset shifts to one of growth and possibility. You must also learn how to replace negative thoughts with positive actions. Thoughts alone are not enough. It's essential to take action toward your goals, even if you don't feel like it. Negative thoughts often arise when we procrastinate or avoid taking action. When you face your fears and take consistent action, you prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming negative thoughts and making progress toward your goals. Action builds confidence, and confidence strengthens your ability to control your thoughts. When you encounter setbacks or obstacles, remember that they are just part of the journey. Everyone faces challenges. It's not the challenges themselves that determine our success. It's how we respond to them. Instead of allowing negative thoughts to take over when faced with difficulties, focus on solutions. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Or what steps can I take to overcome this challenge? By focusing on solutions, you shift your mindset from one of defeat to one of empowerment. Negative thoughts often arise from fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. The more you face those fears and take action despite them, the less power they have over your thoughts. Fear only holds power over you if you allow it to. When you choose to act in spite of fear, you reclaim control over your mind. You train your brain to associate growth with courage and action, rather than with fear and hesitation. One way to deal with negativity is to question your thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helping me? Is it aligned with my goals? If the answer is no, then let it go. You don't have to believe every thought that comes into your mind. Negative thoughts are often just stories we tell ourselves, and they don't always reflect reality. By questioning and challenging those thoughts, you take away their power and replace them with more positive, constructive beliefs. Remember, your thoughts are not who you are. You are not your doubts, your fears, or your insecurities. You are not defined by your negative thoughts. You are defined by what you choose to focus on, what you choose to believe, and the actions you take based on those beliefs. When you control your thoughts, you take control of your life. You become the person who chooses positivity, who chooses growth, and who chooses success. Every time you choose to replace a negative thought with a positive one, you are one step closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Every time you choose to focus on what you want, instead of what you don't want, you move closer to your goals. You have the power to control your thoughts, and with that power comes the ability to create the life you desire. Number 8. Stay patient and trust the process without losing hope. Success is rarely instantaneous. You will encounter many moments of doubt, frustration, and confusion along the way. But it is during these moments that your patience and belief in the process will be tested. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, when progress is evident, and when the rewards are clear. But what about the moments when progress is slow, or when the path is unclear? This is where real growth happens. It's in these moments that your true character is tested, and it's in these moments that patience is key. Patience doesn't mean sitting idly by and waiting for things to happen. It doesn't mean giving up or passively accepting circumstances. Patience is about persistence, about continuing to move forward, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's about trusting the process, understanding that everything worthwhile takes time, and being willing to stick it out, even when the road seems long. Patience is about understanding that growth is not linear, and success is not always immediate. Sometimes it's about believing in your journey, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. Trusting the process means having the faith that your efforts are adding up, even when you can't see the immediate rewards. When you're working hard towards your goals, and you don't see results right away, it can be easy to become discouraged. But trust in the process tells you that what you're doing matters, even if it's not yet showing up on the surface. Every step you take, no matter how small it seems, is getting you closer to your desired outcome. You have to trust that the effort you put in now will pay off later, even if you don't see immediate returns. Many people quit just before they're about to experience the breakthrough they've been working so hard for. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is the ability to stay patient and trust the process. If you are willing to keep going, even when the results aren't showing, then you are setting yourself apart from the majority. It's easy to quit when you're not seeing immediate results, but those who succeed are the ones who can stay committed, stay focused, and stay patient for the long haul. One of the challenges of trusting the process
is dealing with the uncertainty that comes with it. Life doesn't always give us clear signs of success. There will be times when you don't know if your efforts will pay off. But this uncertainty is a part of growth. Every person who has achieved something great has had to deal with uncertainty. The difference is that they kept going, even when they didn't know exactly how things would turn out. They didn't let the lack of visible progress stop them from doing the work, taking action, and staying committed. The key to success is not in avoiding uncertainty, but in learning to move forward despite it. Another important aspect of trusting the process is understanding that setbacks and failures are a natural part of the journey. There will be obstacles along the way, and you will face challenges that may seem insurmountable. But these setbacks are not signs that you should give up. They are opportunities for growth. They are the experiences that will shape you, refine your skills, and strengthen your resolve. Every failure teaches you something valuable about yourself, your methods, and the world around you. Embrace these challenges as part of the process, knowing that they are an essential part of the path to success. Trusting the process also means taking responsibility for your progress. It's easy to blame external factors for delays or setbacks, lack of time, lack of resources, or difficult circumstances. But true winners understand that they are responsible for their results. You may not be able to control every circumstance, but you can control how you respond to them. You can control your mindset, your actions, and your willingness to keep going when things get tough. Trusting the process doesn't mean waiting for everything to fall into place. It means taking consistent action, staying focused on your goals, and maintaining the belief that the process will eventually work out if you stay the course. The process is also about learning and improving. When things aren't going as planned, it's important to ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. Sometimes the process requires us to change our approach or adjust our expectations. But if you stay open to learning, if you continue to grow, and if you keep improving with each step, you will find that the process leads you exactly where you need to go. Trusting the process means that you understand that it's not always about immediate results, but about the long-term growth that comes from continuous effort and learning. Staying patient is also about managing your expectations. It's important to recognize that success doesn't always come quickly. It takes time, effort, and consistency. When you're on the path to your goals, it's easy to become discouraged if you expect quick results. But if you adjust your mindset and understand that the process takes time, you will be better able to stay patient. Trusting the process means letting go of the need for immediate gratification and focusing on the bigger picture. You can't rush success, but you can be consistent in your efforts, and that consistency will pay off over time. One way to stay patient and trust the process is to break your goals into smaller, more manageable steps. When your goals seem overwhelming, it can be easy to get frustrated or impatient with the process. But by breaking down your goals into smaller, actionable steps, you can focus on making steady progress without feeling overwhelmed. Every small step forward is a victory, and those small victories add up over time. This approach helps you to stay focused on the process rather than getting lost in the end result. Celebrate each step along the way, and remember that every bit of progress matters. Another way to stay patient and trust the process is to surround yourself with supportive people who can help you stay motivated and positive. The journey to success can be a lonely one, but having a network of supportive people can make all the difference. Seek out people who believe in you, who encourage you, and who can remind you to trust the process when things get tough. Their support can help you stay patient and keep your faith in the journey, even when you're not seeing the results you want. Finally, trust that everything happens for a reason, and that the process is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. Life may not always unfold in the way you expect, but that doesn't mean it isn't working out for you. Every experience, every setback, and every obstacle is contributing to your growth. Trust the timing of your life. Trust that even when things seem uncertain or difficult, there's a bigger picture unfolding that you can't always see. By staying patient and trusting the process, you allow yourself to be open to the opportunities that will come when the time is right. The key to success is not in rushing the process, but in trusting it. Stay patient, keep putting in the work, and believe that your efforts will pay off. Success is built on consistent action, the willingness to keep going when things are tough, and the ability to trust the journey. Stay focused, keep learning, and never lose hope. Your time will come, and when it does, you'll be ready to reap the rewards of all your hard work.
Stay patient, trust the process, and keep moving forward, because the best is yet to come. Number 9, master your emotions and never act out of fear. Mastering your emotions and controlling fear is one of the most powerful skills you can develop in the pursuit of success. Fear is an emotion that, if left unchecked, can control your thoughts, actions, and even your entire life. It has the power to paralyze you, to make you second-guess your decisions, and to hold you back from achieving greatness. But when you learn to master your emotions, particularly fear, you take back control. You make the decision not to be ruled by what you feel in the moment, but to choose actions based on logic, purpose, and the big picture of where you're going. Fear is a natural response. It's a survival mechanism built into our DNA to protect us from harm. But in the world we live in today, the type of fear we experience is rarely a threat to our survival. It's fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of rejection. While these fears don't pose a direct threat to our lives, they do prevent us from taking risks and making the bold moves that lead to growth and success. If you let this fear dictate your actions, you will never be able to reach your full potential. But by learning to control it, you can turn it into a tool for growth. The first step in mastering your emotions is understanding them. You need to acknowledge that fear exists and accept that it is a normal part of being human. It's easy to tell yourself that you shouldn't be afraid or that you should be fearless, but that's unrealistic. The key is not to eliminate fear, but to act in spite of it. Fear is just a feeling, a momentary reaction to a situation. It's a signal that you're stretching beyond your comfort zone. And growth, by its very nature, happens outside of your comfort zone. The more you can recognize fear for what it is and not let it control you, the more you will be able to push forward toward your goals. The next important step is to stop acting out of fear. When fear controls you, it leads to reactive behavior. You make decisions based on your emotional state, not your logic or long-term vision. You act impulsively, avoiding situations that trigger fear or pushing away opportunities that feel too risky. But this is where you need to make a choice. You can either let fear guide you, or you can make the decision to act with intention and purpose, regardless of how you feel. The best leaders and high achievers don't let fear govern their actions. They make decisions based on their vision, on their goals, and on the values that drive them forward. One powerful way to stop acting out of fear is to reframe your mindset. Instead of seeing fear as a signal to retreat, see it as a sign that you are on the right path. Fear arises when you are pushing yourself outside of what is familiar. It comes up when you are faced with challenges and opportunities that will help you grow. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who avoid fear. They are the ones who embrace it and use it as fuel. They don't shy away from difficult situations, and they don't let fear dictate their actions. Instead, they face it head-on, knowing that it is a part of the journey toward their goals. It's also crucial to recognize that fear is often exaggerated in our minds. The worst-case scenarios we imagine rarely come to fruition. Most of the time, the fear we experience is not a reflection of reality, but of our own doubts and insecurities. When you find yourself feeling afraid, pause and assess the situation. What is the actual risk? Is the fear based on facts? Or is it just a projection of your own worries? The more you can differentiate between real threats and imagined fears, the more you can detach your emotions from the situation and respond with clarity and logic. When you master your emotions, you also take control of how you respond to setbacks and failures. Fear often holds us back because we're afraid of making mistakes or failing. But failure is not the end of the road. It is a stepping stone. When you let fear of failure control you, you avoid taking the necessary risks that lead to progress. But when you shift your mindset and see failure as a lesson, as an opportunity for growth, you no longer let it paralyze you. Instead, you embrace it and learn from it. Every failure is just a part of the process. And the faster you learn how to get up after a failure, the quicker you'll succeed in the long run. Another essential component of mastering your emotions is self-awareness. To control your emotions, you first need to understand where they come from. What triggers your fear? Is it uncertainty? Is it judgment from others? Is it the possibility of failure? By identifying the sources of your fear, you can work to address them directly. Self-awareness also involves recognizing when your emotions are influencing your decisions. Are you making a choice based on fear, or are you acting from a place of confidence and logic? The more aware you are of your emotions and their influence on your actions, the more control you'll have in managing them. One of the best tools for managing fear and other negative emotions is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment and not letting your thoughts spiral into what-ifs or worst-case scenarios. When you practice mindfulness, you allow yourself to observe your emotions without being ruled by them. You can acknowledge fear without letting it control you. By being present and focusing on the task at hand, you can take the necessary actions that align with your goals, without being distracted by fear or anxiety. You can also build emotional resilience by putting yourself in situations that challenge you. The more you face fear, the less control it will have over you. Start by taking small risks and gradually work your way up to bigger challenges. Each time you push past your fear, you build strength and confidence. Over time, you will become more comfortable with discomfort and more capable of handling difficult situations without being overwhelmed by your emotions. Just like physical muscles, your emotional strength grows the more you exercise it. And when you learn to control your emotions, you can take consistent, focused action toward your goals, no matter what. In addition to managing your fear, you must also learn how to control other emotions, such as anger, frustration, and anxiety. These emotions can derail your progress just as much as fear can. Anger can cloud your judgment and make you act impulsively. Frustration can make you want to give up and walk away from your goals. Anxiety can paralyze you and keep you from taking action. But again, all of these emotions are temporary. They will pass. The key is not to act on them in the moment. When you feel anger, frustration, or anxiety, take a step back, breathe, give yourself space to process your emotions, but don't let them dictate your actions. Responding to emotions in the heat of the moment often leads to decisions that you'll regret later. It's also helpful to remind yourself that emotions are not facts. They are temporary states that pass with time. Just because you feel afraid doesn't mean something bad is going to happen. Just because you feel frustrated doesn't mean you should give up. Your emotions are not always an accurate reflection of reality. They are simply signals that tell you something is going on inside you. By recognizing that emotions are not facts, you free yourself from the need to act on them immediately. You can choose to wait, breathe, and respond with logic and purpose. Mastering your emotions also means learning to focus on what you can control. There will always be things beyond your control, and trying to control them will only lead to frustration and wasted energy. What you can control is how you respond to situations, how you choose to act, and the thoughts you allow to occupy your mind. By focusing on what you can control, you gain clarity, reduce stress, and make better decisions. Instead of worrying about things outside your control, focus your energy on actions that will move you forward toward your goals. When you master your emotions and stop acting out of fear, you become more resilient, more focused, and more capable of achieving your dreams. Fear no longer holds you back. You can make decisions based on logic and purpose, not on emotional reactions. You begin to trust yourself, knowing that you are in control of your mind and your actions. You stop letting fear dictate your life, and you start living with confidence, clarity, and purpose. Mastering your emotions isn't about eliminating fear or other negative emotions. It's about learning how to manage them so they no longer control you. When you master your emotions, you take charge of your future, and that's when you truly become unstoppable. Number 10. Ignore doubters and prove yourself through results only. Ignoring doubters and proving yourself through results is one of the most effective ways to build a life of success and fulfillment. Doubters are always going to be a part of your journey. They may question your decisions,
criticize your choices, or doubt your ability to achieve your goals. But the truth is, their opinions do not matter. What matters is what you do, how you act, and the results you produce. When you focus on proving yourself through actions, not words, you create the reality you want. You let your results speak for you. It's easy to get caught up in trying to explain your dreams or defend your actions to others, especially when people doubt you or try to hold you back. You might find yourself explaining why you're doing what you're doing or justifying your path. You may even feel the pressure to convince others that you're capable of achieving great things. But here's the hard truth. No one owes you their approval. No one needs to understand your vision for you to succeed. The only thing that matters is that you believe in yourself and keep moving toward your goals, regardless of what anyone else says. When you allow doubters to occupy your mind and energy, you waste precious time and focus that could be better spent working on your craft, improving your skills, and taking action. Every minute spent explaining yourself or defending your dreams is a minute you could have used to make progress. If you let the doubts of others affect you, you're letting them steal your power. You're giving them the authority to shape your mindset and actions. And when you do that, you stop moving forward. But when you choose to ignore the doubters and focus on proving yourself through your results, you take back control of your life and your future. The best way to prove yourself to others is not through your words, but through your actions. Let your results do the talking. If people doubt you, let them wonder how you're accomplishing what you're accomplishing. But never waste time trying to explain yourself or get their approval. Instead, take action. Let your work, your progress, and your achievements speak louder than anything you could say. Your results will show the world who you are, what you're capable of, and where you're headed. You don't need anyone's permission or validation to succeed. The only thing you need is the commitment to take consistent, focused action, and the patience to allow those actions to produce results. Many successful people have had doubters along the way. They've been criticized, overlooked, and told they wouldn't make it. But they didn't let those doubts stop them. They didn't let the opinions of others derail their progress. Instead, they kept their eyes on their goals and let their results prove the naysayers wrong. They didn't waste time fighting back against the doubters or trying to convince them of their worth. They let their results speak for themselves, and eventually, even the biggest critics had to acknowledge their success. This is the power of ignoring doubters and focusing on your results. It's not about proving anything to anyone. It's about proving to yourself that you can achieve what you set out to do. The reason why so many people fail to reach their full potential is because they become distracted by what others think of them. They become fixated on the opinions of doubters and start second-guessing their own abilities. They wonder if they're doing the right thing, if they're on the right path, if they're capable of succeeding. This kind of thinking will always hold you back. It creates self-doubt, which weakens your confidence and stunts your progress. The only way to move past this is to stop paying attention to the doubters. Stop giving them the power to shape your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Your success is not dependent on the approval of others. It's dependent on your ability to take action, stay focused, and let your results speak for themselves. In the process of achieving your goals, you will face setbacks, challenges, and failures. There will be moments when you question yourself and wonder if you're on the right path. But it's in these moments that you need to remember the power of results. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Every failure is a lesson that gets you closer to your success. The more you focus on learning from your experiences and improving your approach, the more progress you will make. And the more progress you make, the more your results will show for it. Eventually, your success will become undeniable. People will start to see the results of your hard work, and they will stop doubting you. But this process takes time, and it requires you to stay focused on what truly matters: your actions and your results. One of the keys to ignoring doubters is to build your self-confidence. When you are confident in your abilities, You don't need the approval of others to feel validated. You don't need to seek out praise or recognition to feel worthy. Your confidence comes from knowing that you have the ability to achieve your goals, no matter what anyone else says. This confidence is built through consistent action and a willingness to trust in your own abilities. The more you take action toward your goals, the more evidence you create that you are capable. And as you accumulate this evidence, your confidence grows. When you become confident in your abilities, you stop relying on the opinions of others. You don't need them to believe in you because you already believe in yourself. It's important to remember that doubters are often not people who have walked the same path you are walking. They may not understand the sacrifices, the hard work,
and the determination it takes to succeed. They may not see your vision or understand your journey, but that doesn't mean you need to prove anything to them. Their opinions are based on their own experiences and limitations, not yours. When you stop seeking validation from others, you free yourself from the constraints of their opinions. You stop allowing their limited perspective to shape your reality. Instead, you focus on your own vision and what you need to do to bring it to life. As you progress toward your goals, you will start to see the fruits of your labor. Your results will begin to speak for themselves. People who once doubted you will start to take notice of your progress. They will see your consistency, your commitment, and your success. And over time, they will have no choice but to acknowledge your achievements. But you can't wait for them to validate you. You can't wait for others to recognize your worth. You need to keep working, keep pushing forward, and let your results prove everything you've been saying all along. The more you achieve, the more your success will speak for itself.